Hello everyone, welcome back to HarshiLearn. In today's session, we are going to understand an important concept in .NET, that is, what is CLS? CLS stands for Common Language Specification. It might sound a bit complex, but don't worry, we'll break it down in a very simple way. So, what exactly is CLS? CLS stands for Common Language Specification. In simple terms, it is a set of rules that defines how different .NET languages should interact and communicate with each other. Now, why do we need rules? Because in .NET we can use multiple languages like C Sharp, VB.NET, F Sharp, and more. And each language has its own way of writing code. So, CLS makes sure that code written in one language can be used in another language without any issues. And it also defines things like naming conventions, data types, and how code should be written so that everything stays compatible. So, in one simple line, we can say CLS is about making different .NET languages work together smoothly. Now, let's understand why CLS is actually important. .NET supports many programming languages, like more than 20 languages, including C Sharp, VB.NET, and F Sharp. Each language has its own syntax and features. So, without any standard, it would be difficult for them to work together. Correct. That's where CLS comes in. It provides a common set of rules so that all the languages can communicate in a unified way. So, no matter which language you use, your code can still interact with other .NET code easily. Now, let's understand this with a simple example. Imagine you write a class library in C Sharp. Now, someone else wants to use the same library in VB.NET. Here, both the languages follow CLS rules, okay? So that the library can be used without any compatibility issues. So, even though the languages are different, they can still understand each other, correct? And that is possible because of CLS, okay? Now, you might hear another term called CTS along with CLS. So, let's quickly understand the difference. CTS stands for Common Type System. This we have already seen in our previous section. So it defines all the data types in .NET, like integers, string, arrays, and so on. On the other hand, CLS, Common Language Specification, it defines the rules for how these types should be used across different languages. So this CTS is about types and CLS is about rules. Okay. And also the CLS is actually a subset of CTS. There is a simple way to remember this. CTS is nothing but types and the CLS is nothing but rules. Okay. Now let's see why CLS is important for us as a developers. It allows language interoperability, which means we can write code in one language and we can use it in another language. And it helps in code reuse. So we don't have to rewrite everything again and again. Okay. And it also gives us flexibility. Means we can choose the best language for a task and we can still maintain compatibility. And in teams, it improves collaboration because different developers can work in different languages while still building one application together. So, overall, CLS makes development much easier and more flexible. So, let's quickly recap what we learned today. CLS defines rules for language interoperability and it works along with CTS, which defines data types. And most importantly, it allows different .NET languages to communicate seamlessly. So remember, CLS makes multi-language development possible in .NET. Okay, and that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this made CLS easy and clear for you. If you found this helpful, please support the channel by liking and sharing this video. And don't forget to subscribe to HarshiLearn so you don't miss the next upcoming session. We'll keep learning step by step. Until then, happy coding and have a great day.